Hey folks, how's it going today? So today we're going to be talking about exploring square roots. So really last week we had this idea that, okay, if we've got a square here and the side lengths are 4, right? If we wanted to know what the area was, we could just do 4 squared and that gives us 16, right? So we know then that the area is 16. So something to look at here. We know the area is 16. How do we find the side length? Well, we take our area, 16, we do a square root, and we find out the square root of 16 is 4, so the side length must be 4. Okay? This is true. Okay? Now, we can use this idea as the idea of like tilted squares to find specific lengths of lines or geometric features using this idea of square roots and tilted squares. So let's try this. All right. Let's say I've got this problem right here. What is the length of this line? So somebody wants to know what the length of this line is. All right. So first of all, I could draw a circle. So let's try to do this. Let's see how good. Oh my goodness. All right. There it is. Not so bad. So we can draw a circle here. And let me fit this a little bit better. So if I draw a circle around this line, I make it pretty darn straight. All right, let's do it this way. I had a circle drawn out, but it's not as good as this one. Okay, much better. So here we can see, that's much better. All right. No, I think that's the one. Perfect. So here we can see that the radius of this circle, okay, is about 3. Well, actually, it's a little bit above 3, okay? So if I rotated this line so that it was straight up and down, it would be, the radius would be a little bit above 3, right? So let's say I do it this way. So I have this line, I rotate it this much, it's going to go a little bit above 3. Okay, which means that the line's length is probably, I don't know, we could say like 3.1 or 3.2, somewhere around there, okay, just because it's so close. All right, so that's using a circle. But let's talk about this tilted squares idea. So if we were to make this line into a tilted square, we've got the rest of it down here, okay, boom. Now we have a tilted square, right? We've drawn a tilted square from that line, okay? This means that all of the other lines are the same length as this one. We don't know what that length is, but we know they're the same, okay? So if we were to find the area of this square, we could take the square root of that area and figure out what the length of that line is, or what the side length of any of these lines are, okay? If it's 3.1 or 3.2, or if we just got that first part totally wrong. Well, let's try this out, okay? So first of all, to find the area of a tilted square, we need to draw a bigger square around the tilted square. So luckily I drew one up right here. If it's gonna fit, that's something else. There you go. Okay, so this tilted square, we have an area of, well, let's see, the side lengths are each 4. So our tilted square's area is 16. Okay, perfect. So we've got a tilted square, the full area is 16, all right? And now we've got to talk about these little triangles on the side, all right? So let's find the area of those as well. So we've got a height of 1, a length of 3, so that's 3 times 1 is 3, divided by 2 is 1.5. So all of these triangles have an area of 1.5. Awesome. Okay, so if we start taking those away from the total area of 16, well, 1.5 times 4 is 6. So the total area of the triangles is 6. If we subtract that, we get 10. So that means that our area of our tilted square should be 10. All right, now let's see what this does. If we know that that's 10, let's use a calculator and figure out what is the square root of 10. Okay, so I've got mine. I don't actually have mine right here. Where did it go? Oh. Well, if you enter in 3.1, or what is the square root of 3.1, you will get, let's see, 1 is... So if you type in what is the square root of 10, you get 3.16227766017. Or, roughly, if you rounded it, it's about 3.2. It's right in between 3.1 and 3.2. So a good estimate for this one would be, for this length of this line, right here, would be 3.2. Okay? So in order to find that length, you have to draw your tilted square. You have to find the area of the bigger square around that. You have to subtract the area of the triangles, and then you have to do the square root of the area of that tilted square from this box, right? So that's kind of an exploration of the square root. That's what we're going to be working on in today's lesson. These are the kind of questions they're going to be asking you. Those are some strategies that you can use. If you have any questions, feel free to come in my office hours. It's Tuesday from 1 to 2 and Wednesday from 11:30 to 2:30, or sorry, from 11 to noon. All right. The office hours are also on my Canvas page, okay? So good luck with that lesson. Hopefully we will see you all during office hours, all right? Have a good one.